What's up and welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be reviewing the Emperor's Throne Room Diorama. It is an 18 plus set, hence the black box. It was given set number 75352. It has 807 pieces, 3 minifigures, and it retails for $100. So without further ado, let's get right into this review. The first figure that we are going to take a look at is Luke Skywalker. It is a fairly basic figure, but based on the source material, it is a pretty basic outfit to get him in. I will say I really do love that hairpiece. It is the first time that they've used it in this set. Not exclusive. There are no exclusive figures in this set, unfortunately. That doesn't take away too much, but I think it would have been cool. But yeah, this is a pretty basic figure. No leg printing, no arm printing. But I will say the torso printing is nice, and I really do like that hairpiece. And there's also an alternate head or face. We turn it around, he's got his little smiley face, and then over here he has got his little frowny face. Altogether, I think this is a really nice figure for what it is, and it works great with this set. The next minifigure in this set is Darth Vader. This is a very standard version of Darth Vader that we have been seeing recently. Nonetheless, it is a very good one. I think it's perfect to include it here. It has some very nice arm printing, some good torso printing, and leg printing, and it has that little two-piece helmet that we have been seeing recently. I am a big fan of the two-piece helmet. It's got the little top part and the bottom part there. I think it looks a lot better than the one-piece helmet that we've had previously. I know this is an old change, but I figured I'd bring it up. And then the face, nothing special, just the normal Darth Vader face. You've got that little scarring on the back, which I think is a nice touch. And there is some back printing. Get that up there. Nothing special, but it is good to note, I guess. And then you just has your normal black spongy cape. Yeah, this is pretty standard Darth Vader minifigure, like I said, but nonetheless, it is a very good minifigure to include in the set. The last figure included in this set is Emperor Palpatine. This is, once again, a very basic figure with some basic printing on the torso and legs. No arm printing or like foot printing or anything like that, but it is a figure that I don't think needs that kind of detail on it, just because, you know, Emperor Palpatine, black robes. I think this depicts that very well. It does make use of that new hood piece that I am a big fan of, and the big thing on this figure is that they took the pupils out of the eyes, which I know a lot of people have some mixed feelings about, but I do think that it makes this figure look a little more like, I don't know the word for it, but it makes it pop a bit more. I don't hate it on the Emperor Palpatine figure. Some of the other figures that they do it on I think is a little questionable, but I think here it works very well. And that does it for the 3 minifigures, so let's move on to the build. Now, the build is quite simple to look at, but I think that is the main appeal of this set. It is pretty much just what the scene is trying to depict. You have the Emperor's chair there, and then the open floor where you can stage your figures. I think it is very clean, a very clean little build. Not too many exposed studs, which I am a big fan of. I think the window looks really nice, and I think it has a really nice archway there. Was kind of a pain to build, but not too bad. One thing I will say, the little open area down under looks a little odd from some angles, I will say. However, I think for the most part, it does not take away from the build. Looking at the window from the back side, which isn't a side you're supposed to view it from, however, I think it still looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this window design, and it looks really nice from even this side. It does look a lot better from the main side, and this is how you are supposed to display it. You have some cool features here as well. You have Palpatine's swirly chair right here that turned out really good, and yes, he can sit in there. I'll put the figures in just a second and show you how they work. And then there is one little, I guess, hidden feature down here, and that is right under this staircase, which I don't think I can get off without a little one of those little pieces. However, I think you can actually just pop it off like this. Okay, yeah, you can. You go under, you pop it off, and what's hiding down there? It is some force lightning for Emperor Palpatine to use. So I'll show off all that stuff with the figures in just a little bit. Close that off, and then to finish off the build, you have some nice little railings, and then you have the nice sleek black border on all the diorama sets, which I think is very good. And then you have some printed pieces here. You have the Lego Star Wars piece, which is printed. The quote from Luke Skywalker, "I am a Jedi like my father before me," printed, and the 40 years of Return of the Jedi is also printed. I'm very happy that those are printed and not stickers, and the print quality is very good on them, and I think it really does bring this set together. It makes it a really nice display piece to have those printed parts right there. Now I'm going to move in with the minifigures in the set. Palpatine sits in his chair very nicely, and when he is in there, he can do a full 360 swivel with no issues, doesn't hit anything. I'm very happy that you're able to do that. And my only complaint about this chair is when Palpatine is sitting in it, his cape is a little messed up. Now that may be just because of the way that I put him in there, but yeah, I couldn't really get him in any other way without making the cape look like that. You can just take the cape off and then you've solved that, but just my one little complaint about the chair. Other than that, I think the chair is almost perfect. I really like how it encases him. It looks like it's very comfortable. It's just the shape of it is very nice, and I am a big fan of the chair. Now, I removed the chair so we could get a better look at this window, just to appreciate it. I'm a big fan of this window. The whole design's really nice, from the plate and the little coils that you put all the clips on to form the nice window. It just gives it some really nice depth, and I think it looks really good on display. I'm a big fan of the window. I think it's probably the biggest selling point on this set for me. Just, it looks so good. It looks 3D. I'll zoom you out a little bit. I think it looks really cool, and I think it's nice that you can remove the chair and put the chair back so easily. Obviously, you're probably not going to be taking the chair on and off anytime. You're going to be leaving it on, but I think it's really nice that you're able to do that. And once you add in your Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker figures, it really does bring this diorama alive. It looks very clean. You can put them there, and you can also put them down on those studs down there. But I think it just looks the best right up here. And I think this is a very nice display set. However, we gotta answer the question, is it worth $100? I think that depends. If you're a very big original trilogy fan and this is a set that you really want and have your eyes on, I think so. I think it's a really good display piece. I think it looks really nice. But I think if you're not, I don't think it's worth that $100 price tag if you're not a huge fan. But on Amazon right now, as we're speaking, it is on sale, $20 off, I believe, and you can get it some other spots $20 off as well. It's also 25% off. I've seen it for 25% off a few times. As actually, I bought it 25% off from Barnes & Noble. So I think if you find it on a deal, I think it is definitely worth the pick up if you can get it 25% off. However, I think for the full $100, I do think that's a little steep given what you get. However, I don't think you can go wrong with this set. Very nice. I'm a big fan. It's a really nice diorama and it looks great on display, and I think it would look great in almost any display. I'm a big fan. From the printed pieces to the minifigures to the overall design and build, I don't think you can go wrong with this one. And that's going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe. Drew, signing out.